everybody. Today we're going to learn about a new triad built on the fourth step of the scale known as the sub-dominant triad. In lesson 14, you learned about the tonic triad, which is the first step of the scale. We build a triad there. And the dominant step of the scale, or the fifth step of the scale, where we also built triads. And then after that, we had a lesson where you played root position and first inversions using a 1-5-1 progression. So in the lesson following this one, we'll be doing a 1-4-1 progression. Sounds something like this. Then we're going to go to a minor 4 and 1. And the 1 chord is going to be root position, 4 chord is going to be second inversion, and you already know your second inversion major triads, and then we're going to make it minor. And then back to 1. And this way we kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You learn about major and minor second inversion triads, and you also learn about a 1-4-1 progression. So we'll approach this the same way we did in lesson 14. Let's number the 1 chord, call it C. This is the key we're in. We count up 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our 4 chord, and it happens to be an F major triad. So note that both tonic and subdominant triads are major. And as we learned in lesson 14, the dominant triad is also major. So 1, 4, 5 are the major triads in whatever major key you're playing in. And these are also known as the primary triads or chords of that particular key, 1, 4, 5. Okay, you hear it all the time in music. So here we've constructed the triads in the particular key that we're dealing with. So since there are no sharps or flats in C major, the C triad is all white keys and the F triad is all white keys. No sharps or flats anywhere. So moving on to C sharp major, everything is sharp. Every note you see here is sharp because the key signature is saying that there are 7 notes that are sharp, and there are only 7 letter names in the musical alphabet. So for the 1 chord, we have C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, and you already know that. The 4 chord now is F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. So we have C sharp, F sharp, major, 1 chord, 4 chord. All right, we're moving on to D flat major. The key signature is telling me that all B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats, G flats are automatically flatted. I've already written them in just to refresh your memory as to what's going on. But normally when you have a key signature like this, you don't need to write in sharps. It's expected that you know F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. Whenever you see any of those notes, they are already sharped. So back in D flat major land, the 1 chord is D flat. The 4 chord, or the subdominant chord, is G flat major. Let's take a look at the next. Now we have D major, F sharp, C sharp in the key signature. This is 1. This is 4. So D and G major are the 1 and 4 chords respectively. There's an F sharp in the key signature. There's D, F, A. So this is an F sharp. Again, you don't need to write these in if the key signature is there already. And GBD, it's all white keys because there is no G, B, or D in the key signature. So there you go. Moving down to E flat major now. We have E flat G, B flat. A flat major is the 4 chord. We have A flat C, E flat. Let's take a look at the key signature. Key signature says there's a B flat, E flat, A flat. Here's an E flat and a B flat. So we're assuming that those are already flatted. Likewise with A flat, there's an A flat and an E flat, and there's an A flat and an E flat here in the key signature. So those are automatically flatted also. Again, I'm just writing them in because this is all new to you. So E flat is the 1 chord, A flat is your 4 chord. And looking at E major, we have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp in the key signature. So E major is 1, and A major is our 4 chord. Let's backtrack a little. We have E, G, B. The G sharp is here in the key signature. There is no E or B sharp in the key signature. For A major, the only note that's sharped here that's in the key signature is this C, and here it is in the key signature. Now this is already written out because I already filmed this, but it came out blurry, so I'm doing it again, just if you're wondering what's going on here. Let's go down to F now. There's only a B flat in the key signature, so these are all white keys except for whenever you come to a B, you flat it, all right? So 1 chord is simply FAC. 4 chord, we have the B flat that's in the key signature, D, F, and B flat major is 4. Okay, F sharp major, every note you see here is sharped, is played as a sharp except for the note B. So I see this, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. This is a G sharp, that's an A sharp. The 4 chord is a B, there's your B natural, everything else is sharped, B, D sharp, F sharp. Because the key signature has 6 sharps, and the only letter name not sharped is a B. Okay, so our 1 chord, F sharp major, 4 chord, subdominant, B major. And let's just write in the sharps to refresh our memories. F sharp major is F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. B major is B, D sharp, and F sharp. There you go. Okay, G flat major is next. And because there are 6 flats, every note you see here on this line is flatted. It's played as a flat, except for one, which is F. There it is. That's the only note you're going to play without a flat. So we'd have G flat, B flat, D flat, or an A flat, a B flat. We come up here, this is C flat, E flat, G flat. Now this is the enharmonic equivalent of B major. Look at the difference. Look at this, C flat, E flat, G flat. These two are identical in sound. Okay? Likewise, G flat, B flat, D flat is the enharmonic equivalent of F sharp major. G flat, B flat, D flat, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. Same exact thing. All right, so G flat is our 1 chord. And C flat major is the 4 chord in that key. And here's G major. Our 1 chord, of course, is G. 4 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, is C major. And since there's only an F sharp here in the key signature, GBD, the 1 chord is all white keys, and the 4 chord CEG is also all white keys. All right, let's move on to A flat major, and 1, A flat, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is D flat major. Let's look at the key signature, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. So take a look at this triad. We have an A, C, E, and there's an A flat, and there's an E flat in the key signature. So we assume that those two notes are played as flats, A flat, C, E flat, even though the flats aren't there. Come up to the 4 chord, we have a D, F, A. Key signature, we have a D flat. The F, there's no F flat over here. Here's an A and here's an A flat. So it implies that the D and the A are to be played as flats. D, F, A flat. So that's your 4 chord. 1 chord is A flat. All right, moving on to A major. 1, A, 4 chord, D major. Let's look at the key signature. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Does A major have any of those? Yeah, A, C sharp. All right, the C is really a C sharp. Here we have DFA, and the F here is really an F sharp because there's an F sharp in the key signature, and I'll just write it in for you. All right, so A and D are 1 and 4 in the key of A. Next is B flat major. 1 is B flat, 2, 3, 4 is E flat major. Let's take a look at the key signature. We have a B flat and an E flat. Here's a B flat in the triad, so that makes it a B flat triad. And we have an E and a B here in this triad, right? So there's an E flat here and a B flat here in the key signature. So this is to be played as E flat, G, B flat. Yeah. And B major, 5 sharps, 1 chord, B, 4 chord, E major. So the 5 sharps are telling me that if I play a scale, everything is a black key. Every note I play is a black key except for B's and E's. So we have a B, D, and an F, so the only note that isn't sharped is the bottom note. So that's how we get our B major triad there. And then here we have an E and a B. Those are the exceptions. Those are the only white keys in the scale of B major, right? But the G is sharped over here. So the 4 chord is an E major triad. And now we have C flat major down here, and it's the enharmonic equivalent of B. So 1 chord, C flat. And C flat major, like C sharp major, everything is an accidental here. All right? So you see C, E, G, it's really C flat, E flat, G flat. You see a D, it's really a D flat. See an E, it's really an E flat. Look at this. You see an FAC, it's really an F flat, A flat, C flat. So let's write in the flats just to review, and it's new to you. So C flat is C flat, E flat, G flat. And look at the difference between C flat major and B major. See? Completely different, but sounds exactly the same. And here, over here, it's really drastic, the difference. So here we have our 4 chord, and this is F flat major. Yikes. So we have F flat, A flat, C flat, and it sounds exactly, and it looks on the keyboard exactly like an E major chord. So which one would you rather read? Would you rather read in the key of B or in the key of C flat? Well, it's pretty obvious that the key of B would be the first choice. There's an E major again. Here's F flat, A flat, C flat. Okay, 1 and 4, C flat and F flat. Well, that's it for today, folks. Please join me for the next lesson where we'll integrate the 1 and the 4 chords using root position triads with second inversion triads. Take care until then.